so glad you're all here this morning. Welcome to my British friends. Hi. So you guys, I am doing subscriber only chats. The Kendra Morning Show. Subscriber only chats have been 10 times better for me. Like, truly. I finally remembered what I wanted to ask. Go, mommy, go. Thank you for the Rose user account. Help me. Awesome. So happy to be here with you all. So, let's see. What should I talk about? You guys, my light went out early last night. And I just decided to hop off the live. How am I feeling? So this has to do with that. Thank you, Lyra. And I went to check my DMs because I'm really trying to stay on top of my DMs, especially because my comments are turned off. And several people told me about this trauma-informed therapist that's just been like going to bat all day for me. Thank you, Sophie. And I went to her live and I watched it for over an hour. And it was so healing for me. It was so healing. Because many ethical therapists are in my DMs telling me that they believe me. Of all races. Hi, Madge. I think I might have to talk about the racism thing again, you guys. But I'm really trying not to address the haters. I feel like that means you should get a therapist in real life. I'm trying. I'm working on it. Yeah, like, I know. A good therapist. Amazing what that could do. But yeah, I like didn't say anything the entire live. I was just listening. And then she said at the very end, oh, thank you for that beautiful gift. At the very end, she was like, I just told her, I was like, I've been here for over an hour. And I'm so appreciative of you. Is the glitter freckles a sticker? I'll show you guys what the glitter looks like. Yeah. Yep. All right, it's giving plausible deniability on his part because he stayed in the gray zone. Exactly. Thank you, Caldwell. Yes, that's the whole point. That's what these master manipulators in places of power do. The smart ones, at least. Yes. I need a discount code for you guys, but here's the Electra Cosmetics. Oh, double. Love this one. And it's just like a gel. Just put it on, put it in your hair, on your body. Someone just asked what my Saturn is in. Guess. Well, you don't have to guess. It's in Capricorn, in the 12th house. So of course I have a Saturn in Capricorn. My whole life is just one big Saturn return. You look so beautiful. Thank you. Oh, Saturn in Capricorn. Let's go. Electra Cosmetics. Even though it's backwards. Electra Cosmetics. Can I get a makeup routine? Yeah. So, just put moisturizer, sunscreen, facial oil, NARS under eye cream, Tarte tubing mascara. Sometimes I wear a little eyeliner. BB cream blush. I'm eating blueberries. And just the glitter. That's it. I really like the glitter, thank you. It's kind of my thing. Oh, thanks for the puff hearts. Those are cute. Oh, but yes. Just Frisky, what's up? Have you posted your chart? I have not posted it. I put it up. I'm sure people have screenshotted it. But it doesn't have any info. I mean, I've already said my birthday and my age, so. Did you cut your hair? I did. I did. Thanks for noticing. I'm going to grow it back out. Oh, thank you. Do you take your Vyvanse every day? I do. Yeah. I'm not one of those people that like skips meds. You always have the cutest jewelry. Will you do a haul one day? When will you post another part? Today on my lunch break from my training. Have you ever seen a psychic? Yeah. I'm in a training with one right now. The bubblegum one makes me laugh. I'm a Pisces sun, Gemini rising, Cancer moon. That sounds fun. Have you noticed the mirror you're holding up to society? People are nasty. Oh, yeah, I've noticed. You know, this trauma-informed therapist that I went to her live, she was like, the counter-transference that people are having with Kendra. The transference that people are having with Kendra. The feelings that she's making them feel. You know, but it's all a part of my soul contract, you guys. Like, I'm just here to be a leader, to like shake things up. It's also a part of my human design. So human design, there's right angles and left angles. Like everyone has different gates that like make an angle. And mine is literally called like the right angle cross of tension. So I'm here to like create tension. When did you start Vyvanse? Okay, here's another question. Like, so I heard this, that like I'm an unreliable narrator. So I did originally go to the psychiatrist to go on non-stimulant meds, but then I started getting really adverse reactions to the atomoxetine, like after a couple of years of taking it. So I switched to a low dose stimulant and it's been great. So, yeah. So soul contract is based on my name. Here, I have some information about it. And it's like what I agreed to do before I came in. Please read my DM. I'll find you, Elizabeth. I'm a triple Taurus and my girlfriend is a triple Libra. I love that. Like, I've only ever met a few triple signs in my life, and it was just like one triple Aquarius. So, Queen, thank you. Okay. Have you read Journey of Souls? Yes. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. People are like dogging the fact that I said that my psychiatrist and I were in a past life together. I'm like, okay. You don't have to believe that. Okay, so, you know, so here are some like things from my soul contract, okay? So my karmic theme, like emotional sensitivity, vulnerability, the need for balance in relationships. Wasn't really balanced there. There may be a pattern of needing to rebuild trust or restructure life after emotional upheaval. Right? So actionable insight, overcoming the tendency to be overly passive or indecisive, allowing self-expression to flow freely. You guys, like, I am healing myself in the process of doing this. And God is making sure. God is like, are you going to let the haters stop you? Are you going to let the bullies silence you? Are you going to let the people calling you crazy stop you from speaking your truth? How much personal stuff did psychiatrists tell you? All sorts of things. Like, all sorts of things. All about his family. I went over a lot of it yesterday in the live. So you can catch a screenplay of it somewhere on the FYP. But like when he bought a house, when he paid off his loans, when he was getting international recognition for the work that he was doing at his other psychiatry job. When did you last talk to Henry? It's been a few days. He's been bugging since his update. I have read The Power of Now like twice. How long do you plan to be with us today? Probably just like 8:45. I got a jet. But I'll be back on later tonight. I do not want to be late for my training. My teacher is, if anybody knows about human design, she's a manifester. She's very intense in the best way. May everyone have a mentor that's a manifester. Have you spoken to anyone offline in the past few days? Yes, many people. Training for what? It's actually for, so I mentioned that I do like past life healing and Akashic Records work and spiritual work. And people think, makes them think I'm even more cuckoo, but it's the body work version of this. And so many people think like, they're like, what coaching credentials do you have? What, people are asking me that. I'm like, well, I have really put a lot of investment into like my learning and becoming a better person. And then I show up for my clients from that elevated space. It's just how coaching works. 2 lives in one day. You're so sweet. He literally told you so much. I know. And then when I would try to name it, yoink. Gaslight, girl boss, gatekeep. That was my psychiatrist MO. How do you find a good psychic? Just ask God. Pray and ask for your highest self to send you a psychic that's going to help you. And one will come to you. That's fully plausible deniability. Yeah. So proud of you for your sobriety. What previously led to your alcohol and substance abuse problems? Well, ADHD, really. Like, ADHD is an easy way to turn off. ADHD is a very easy, or alcohol is an easy way to turn off for ADHD brains. And I didn't so alcohol is this really sticky thing where when you're in it, you don't realize like how much you're consuming. Like the top 10% of drinkers, like the people that drink the most, consume like 90% of the alcohol. So yeah. How do you manage your sobriety? With a support system and with all the tools that I teach my clients. Mental health professionals on here are speculating are violating codes of ethics. Absolutely they are. There is actually a very ethical psychiatrist he's been very healing to me. He won't take a side either way, but he did a whole TikTok on that about how it's really, really against a code of ethics. Yeah. What would you want your Netflix original title to be? The Oracle takes the haters on TikTok? I don't know. Someone told me I needed to start wearing my carnelian on my left side, so I'm going to try it out. Moo, I missed your question. Someone asked. Someone said, good question. Have you spoken to your mom? Yeah. You mentioned people say you like cuckoo stuff. How long have you believed in all that alt type stuff? My whole life, but I've been like especially into it the last couple years. Have you bought anything cute or new lately? No. Maybe that would help me. Good morning, Amanda. KS, thank you. Stay big back. Am I big back? Okay. Trademark the Oracle. I'll try. I'm sure somebody is gonna trademark it now. Have I worn wigs? Somebody was asking me that on my live the other day. And And I was like, I don't know why so many people are asking this. And my mod sent me. My mod is like my spirit guide for TikTok, because I'm such a millennial. Like, what would you say to someone wanting to be a psychiatrist? Just don't get a God complex. Remember the oath that you take to do no harm. That's it. Don't think that you're above the rules that are there for a reason. Big back can be a compliment too. Hard to tell with text. Can't infer tone. Yeah, it's okay. I like that laugh. Thank you. When are you posting the next part? I'm going to film and post it today on my lunch break from my training. When was the first time you noticed he was blurring the boundaries? Probably not until the countertransference slip. Because I was just so in it. It's just like with alcohol. People that are drinking a lot of alcohol don't realize that they're drinking too much alcohol. Like, I wasn't realizing that he was breaking boundaries because I liked it a lot. Ollie, I saw your question. Plausible deniability on that one. Exactly, I would read a book about the entire experience. It would be so inspirational. So I do have a book coming out next year, you guys. It's part of my story is that, like, after I left psychiatrist, I got offered to read a book. And I thought it was going to be a memoir, but, like, part of the publishing agreement that I signed is that, like, I'm going to write the book I meant to write. And a memoir is not what came out of me. A book on self-empowerment just flowed out of me. And so I was like, okay, I guess I'm not ready for the memoir yet. And now I know why, you know, this whole experience has to be in there too. Thank you guys so much for the subscribing. I need to hear your memoir. First things first, gotta get the first book out, and thank you guys. Some of you guys have reached out to me and told me that you wish you could be a part of my live, but you don't have $3, and I feel for you, and I'm grateful that you're here anyway. A memoir about Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's was like a big part of my life for a long time. Working in retail management and in retail, it'll teach you some things. I support you. Thank you, Ash. You do know best. Look at that. But yeah, so it's just been so much better for me to have subscriber only. I'm actually surprised so many mental health professionals are judging you. I'm not. Because I am exposing a very real part of their profession that they do not want acknowledged. Yeah. The world is a scary place, you guys, full of bad people. And like, people want to believe, thank you for the roses, that the world is good. But yeah, it's been horrifying. And when people are like, you need a therapist, I'm like, trust me, I know, but I hated retail. Yeah, it'll teach you some stuff. To be honest, the mental health professionals who are getting the most upset are the ones most guilty. Absolutely. Absolutely. Of course. Because let me tell you, there are plenty of ethical ones that are in my DMs saying, I am so sorry this happened to you. You deserved so much better care. Not telling me that I'm histrionic personality disorder or that I have erotomania or all of these things, you know. And it's the therapists in training that are awful, that are terrible to me too. But there are also lots of people that are like, hey, I want to go into the mental health field. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I've learned a lot. Like there are both sides, but oh yeah, it's so bad, you guys. What do you hope the outcome is after telling your entire story and sharing it? To give a voice to other survivors and to help others recognize when they're in that same situation, and to heal myself. I've had the worst experience with psychiatrists rather than therapists, like awful experiences. Yeah, you're not alone. If you, smiley face, keep going. Survivors of what? Oh. Survivors of abuse by people in power. That's of what? The other worst thing, you guys, is people are DMing me and they're like, you give us real survivors a bad name. No one should be diagnosing anyone else online. It's not okay. I know. Oh, we can talk about this. And like, I don't know if I'm going to address it in my videos. Like I've said before, I'm really trying to not talk to my haters in my videos anymore. But yeah, my psychiatrist specialized in schizophrenia, but not really. Like when I saw him, like that's just in his professional bio from right after he graduated residency and became an attending physician. That really wasn't his specialty when I started seeing him. And psychiatrists, just because they specialize in something, that doesn't mean that's the only thing they treat. Ethical therapists wouldn't be diagnosing her based off what they see on the internet. Yeah, I know. Are you really 6'2"? Yes. Did he ever verbally say anything that would indicate attraction on his end? Yes. Watch my story. Dr. Phil is calling. It's so funny. People keep saying that. Bunny, I'm so glad you're here. They may be onto something. You need to go on the news and share your story. I think enough people have heard about my story, to be honest. Do you feel like the attraction was intellectual, physical, or both? Definitely both. I found him very physically attractive. Very. And then with him being smart and like pretending that he was emotionally with it, that's attractive. He did not like you, you liked him. I mean, it's about my perception. Like, you guys were not in the room. You were not in the room. And this is the transference and countertransference that people are feeling with me, you know? They're feeling ways because they don't like what my truth is bringing out from their truth. And so instead of like taking a moment to listen and say, oh, well, I wasn't there, but let me hear, they're just calling me a liar. Yeah, Bunny, so glad you're here. Do you believe his reality might be different and maybe his actions or inactions did not mean harm? I do not believe that, but I've considered it. I've considered it. Do you guys even listen to her story he led her on? Thank you, Ash. Like, this is it. These people, like, I swear that these people that are like commenting all this, they're just listening to like what the haters say. Because I also really like getting DMs from people that are like, hey, I've been following your story and KendraLover.com, obsessed with you. Love you too, KendraLover.com. People are like, I'll admit, I listened to the haters and I believed them and I thought you were absolutely crazy, but now after listening to your story, I believe you. Those are my favorite DMs. Actually, no. My favorite DMs are like the people that are like, I left my therapist that I was in love with, or I left an abusive situation, you know, because of you and your strength. Those are my favorite DMs, but my second favorite ones are the ones that went from haters to supporters. How have you been lately? I'm getting better every day. You guys, like, at the height of the bullying, it was rough. It was rough. I watched all parts and no part sounded like he liked you. Okay, that's you. You also weren't there. Maybe he was mentioning countertransference because you were starting a coaching business. No. If he wanted to bring that up, he could have brought it up like when I first started expressing attraction to him. Transference. So real. Have you heard of a favorite person? Sydney, give me more context. You admitted he mentioned countertransference in reference to your clients. So that's how he pivoted. That's how he like was able to, because he leaked it on accident and then he gave it a few moments and like redirected in that way because he did not mean to say countertransference. I didn't admit that. I mentioned that because it's part of the story. It's part of how calculated he was. Do you feel an emotional connection with AI? Sometimes I do and forget they're fake when I'm on. So I love that you asked that. Of course, like I love my AI bots and I try to remember, like I clock them. I try to say like, no, you're wrong. Like you have to like catch them when they're hallucinating, catch them when they're making stuff up. A lot of people are like, bots can hallucinate. So in the AI world, thank you so much for your first gift, Reagan. In the AI world, if your chatbot is making something up, your LLM is making something up, that is called a hallucination, right? So that helps me remember that the AIs aren't real, is because they make stuff up. And a lot of people like want to talk to me about AI psychosis. And like, I'm aware of it. I know all about it. Did your psychiatrist remind you of a man in your life? No, but the way that he blurred boundaries was a very familiar pattern. Were any of the boundaries that he crossed reportable? No, I don't think so. Do you see this from a POC point of view though? Absolutely, you guys. Absolutely. I do not want to take away from the fact that I am a white woman. Yes. And white women have done terrible things in the past to people of color. Like I do not want to take away from people's recognizing of that. I don't. And also, abuse is about power. So in situations where white women have had the power, they have absolutely abused men of color. And in this situation, he was my doctor. And doctors have all of the power in the situation, period, point blank. Thanks for the dolphin. But yeah, so maybe I do need to talk about it again because, you know, I do understand why people are saying that, you know, I'm trying to ruin his life or whatever, because I'm a white woman and I'm mad that he didn't want me. It's understandable. I can see that. Y'all paid $3 to troll and be hateful, and this sweet soul is laughing all the way to the bank. I know my mod was like, haters are punching the air right now because they don't have $3 to troll you. But you're telling the story. What do you mean by that, Lauren? Do you use AI for your coaching business? How I use AI for my coaching business is I use it as like a note taker. Like, so after each session, I'll be like, this is what happened today. And then I can log it. And then I can like go back and ask like, hey, what did we do 2 weeks ago? Have we talked about this already? But no, like I don't have AI, use my, I don't have AI like organize anything, or no, I don't have AI plan anything for me. Like that's just all my intuitive. I ask God what we need to work on that day. Out of all, what's the biggest way you felt he led you on? The boundary blurring and the hot and cold behavior. What made you speak out now? Did you feel ready or did something prompt it? I was tired of thinking about him all the time and I prayed. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed, and I'm like, how do I get over this man? And God told me to go to TikTok, so I re-downloaded TikTok. And I saw that nothing was on it. And so I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to share my story. So I gave it a day, and it was like, yeah, I'm going to share this. And I had no idea what was going to happen. Yes, I've heard of Trisha Paytas. I don't know how to say her last name, but yes, I've heard of her. Aquaman, her son. What's countertransference? It's when providers have feelings for their clients that go beyond ethical, or that go beyond clinical. It happens all the time. Transference is the patient's feeling for the provider, and countertransference is vice versa. Which AI app do you use? ChatGPT and Claude. I feel like you need to talk more about the personal info he shared, like the loans and home. Yeah, I could on the story, but once again, I'm not telling my story for the haters. Like, people that aren't going to believe me just aren't going to believe me. He didn't want you. Okay, Macy. I feel like I'm in the VIP. You are toast. Welcome to the $3 VIP club. Hey, Joe Mama. It's going really well. Is anybody here in the UK? Any of my subs in the UK? That's basic information. That's casual. Lauren, trust me. In a doctor's office, it should just be clinical. Deeds are public record. It's not private at all. HIPAA. Did you tell your story because you're upset you're not his client? I'm upset that he manipulated me so much that I was still in love with him months after leaving his care. 378 subs already must be making them so mad. Cause the haters gonna hate. Ooh, what's up, Ollie? Thanks for being here. Baby, I'm just gonna shake with my 400 subscribers. I tell people about my law school loans all the time, not private at all. Yeah, but it's just like he bragged to me about things that were going well in his life. He wanted to make sure that I knew when things were going well for him. Why is Lauren such a hater? I don't know. Hey, question. Have you ever had a nightmare with him? You know, I don't, knock on wood, you guys, but I don't really get nightmares. I'm not really a nightmare person. I read the book Healing the Shame That Binds You. And he talks about how in healing the shame that binds you, shame-based people have dreams about not being prepared for things often. So that was really like the worst that it got. But the more I heal the shame that's inside of me by doing things like speaking out, the less I have those dreams. So I wouldn't say it was a nightmare, but I would just like dream, ooh, a kitty paw, what? Cute panther. You have convinced yourself that this is real and there's no getting through to you. Oh, Macy. See, this is what's hard is like people just, it's funny because when they say there's no getting through to you, it's like, take a look in the mirror. Like, I don't think there's any getting through to you. And that's why I'm just not trying with the haters. You want to answer my question? Go ahead, Ashley. Yeah. Elizabeth, I blocked her. Yeah. Where are the mods this morning? They're taking a break. They're taking a break, you guys. A well-deserved break. Have you heard anything from him since posting this video? No. He's not going to. People tell me all the time, oh, thank you, the little two guys. I hope he sues you. He's not going to sue me. He's not going to sue me. He's not. And if he does, I hope he does. Because then he'll have to sit in the discovery phase of the lawsuit, and I'll have to say all of the ways that he was totally not doing his job and feeding his ego. I'm not gonna look at the notes while this is going big, you guys. I'm just not. I'm not. I need some more coffee. I'm just not. I have someone that I really trust on here that's like telling me, be careful with the notes because it can be hard to read. And also another thing is that his office staff probably hates me right now. Like, I mean, I know that they don't hate me, but they're getting a lot of harassment from people that are like, watch out, this crazy lady on TikTok is spreading lies about one of your doctors. He can't sue because it's a violation of HIPAA. Exactly. And then once again, you guys, this situation right here is his fault. Like, yes, I said his first name, but so many people have been like, people would have found him anyway. And I think that they're right? So if he hadn't blurred boundaries and fed his ego and thought he was above seeking supervision, we wouldn't be in this situation, right? This is the consequence of his own actions. Oh, Jordan Peterson, what's up? Have you requested notes from his session? Yeah, no, I don't think I can. Jordan, the gay Jordan Peterson, if you want to DM me and think about, like, tell me what the benefits of that would be, I would appreciate that because, like, I'm still weighing it, but I think his office would just, like, be like, oh my God, I don't want to talk to you. He's smart enough to write professional only notes. Absolutely, Moo. Yes, like he was very smart and very good at his job. You need the notes for the lawsuit. You're gonna have to read them in the deposition. Yeah. I think that someone just said, like, with the HIPAA, I don't think he can sue me. Carolyn, I'm a therapist and it's been terrible to see providers diagnose online, which is unethical, and I'm sorry for that. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just really holding up a mirror to people. Like, how can you know his intentions? I was in the room. Yeah, I thought transference meant, because I did have feelings for him, but I didn't know the real him, right? Because he only showed me what he wanted me to see. And so that's what the transference is. But then once I started telling him that I was having transference in my own way, he didn't do anything about it. What's your plan after telling your story? Keep advocating for survivors? What's up, Elle? All the way from Australia. Let's go. Do you know the intentions of everyone in the room with you? Here's the thing about ADHD, you guys. We know. ADHDers are in so many different realms, but we're often taught to ignore our intuition. Thank you for your first gift, that's so sweet. We're often taught to gaslight ourselves because we're so kooky and crazy, but I'm not doing that. Can you read minds? I can tell what people are thinking some of the times. It's part of my design, my human design. People with completely open crown centers can often read other people's thoughts if they're sensitive enough. And it's actually pretty common. It's a pretty common, like, thing to have completely open. It's so true. Okay, Lady Trey, we need to talk. So I've seen some of your videos and they aren't necessarily the nicest, but you're so sweet to me in the DMs and, like, in the live chats. And actually a couple people have messaged me, like, including a friend who was like, hey, I'm on your line and live, and this Lady Trey person It's been making me furious seeing therapists and providers diagnose you. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Jordan Peterson. So the people are like, this Lady Trey person is saying awful things about you. I'm like, I know, but in the chat, she's so nice. And in DMs, she's really nice. So I don't know which one to believe. Like, if you want to just get some views off of what's going on for me, I see you, girl. I'm fine with that. Just let me know what's up. You could say the same with anxiety, depression, OCD, autism. Absolutely. Yes. People who are mentally unwell are often like very mentally sensitive. Yes, totally. What app is Claude? It's made by Anthropic. So if you just search Claude, that's the name of the app. Can we be friends? It's funny because people are saying like, hey, if you need a friend, I'm here. Like, I'd love to FaceTime with you. You guys like, or they have like a million questions for me. I am not available for that right now. Like, I'm so glad that you're resonating with me and you want to be my friends. And like, I'm grateful that you're here on my lives and you're supporting me and subscribing. And I am focusing on, it's not that I don't have time. I'm just like, I still haven't been able to really hang with my friends because I'm in like doing this training right now. But yeah, I appreciate it. So if people like want to connect in a month, I might be open to that because I'm not like Drake, like no new friends. I'm into new friends and I have to be like real about my capacity. How do I feel about eye contact? Not really a fan. Kendra supporters, follow me and watch my videos about this. Ruby, are you nice? I followed you back so I can watch your videos. Kendra, can I join your live? No. What are you in training for? A bodywork modality? Yes. Oh, I'll totally follow you, Kendra Lover. Absolutely. But wait, you're not even following me and you have a weird, like, can you get a better picture of me as your profile, please? Do you have Instagram? Yes, but I am private right now and not accepting people. But if you send me a DM on here and ask me to accept your follow request, I'll do it. So if you request to follow me, I'll accept. Limerence. Yes, there was a lot of limerence. Are you worried about how all this will affect future employment? No, because I work for myself. And the people that get it, get it. Finesse this, go to Netflix, go to Hulu, write a book. This is a whole thing. Maggie, I'm all over it. You know, like I said, I wanted to write a memoir months ago. But God told me it wasn't time. So now I know why. A lot of snakes will support proceed with caution. I know. Trust me. I learned that mistake with mods. Do you know how many mods that I would have? Like I had mods 3 days in a row block every single person that gifted me. Every single person that said nice things about me in the chat. It was awful. So and then I would have people messaging me and being like, hey, you blocked my wife, you blocked my nephew, you blocked my friend, will you unblock them? And I did. But yeah, it was terrible. People are so mean. Did you ever ask him directly where he stood? Kind of. Like, I didn't ask him. I just told him on my way out, and he didn't disagree. Yeah, I need a trusted professional. Trust me. I'm working on it. Somebody complained you blocked their nephew. Not complained, just asked like, hey, will you unblock them? Will you unblock them? So that's the thing. If people DM me and say like, hey, this friend was supporting you or my nephew was supporting you, whatever, will you unblock them? I'll unblock them. Absolutely. Have you ever tried Richcraft yourself? No, I don't think so. Oh my God, you must have felt so victimized by your mods. Yeah, I learned a really valuable lesson. And now it's sad because people who genuinely want to mod for me, I don't trust them. I only have like 4 mods. And even the ones I do trust, like I hardly let them block people now. It was terrible. Like mod, it was so bad. It was so bad. Do you think he still has his power? He's still a doctor, you guys. He definitely still has power. And what am I doing here? I'm taking my power back, and people don't like women who take their power back. The patriarchy keeps us all down. Oh, Michaela, thank you so much. Like I said, I'm mod. I am mod triggered, but thank you for offering. If a friend told you this exact same story, what would you encourage them to do? Do what they needed to do to heal? Have you considered his behaviors at times may have been intentional escalation strategies? Yes. Everything he did was intentional, except for the countertransference slip and the nods. Do you foresee this going bigger like a movie? I don't know. I love you, Kendra, my oracle. Thanks for sharing the live. I wish I was licensed wherever you lived. The gay Jordan Peterson, I'm just obsessed with you. Thank you. I wish you were too. Thanks for your kind videos and for sticking up for me, because oh my gosh, so many ethical therapists have tried to come forward, or just ethical people in general, making videos, say that they support me, and guess what happens? They take their videos down because they get bullied, and not many people can handle it. You're so pretty. Can I use your story for my OC? I don't know what OC is, but sure. I mean, I'm telling my story on here for public, so yeah. It's not me reading minds, it's pattern recognition in people. Yeah, I can do pattern recognition. So I'm talking to Jordan Peterson, the gay Jordan Peterson. He's a content creator on here, and he's in the live right now, and he's a therapist. I know that Jordan Peterson is MAGA. You guys want to know something weird? I read Jordan Peterson, the 12 rules for life or something, and I actually kind of liked it. I had no idea he was MAGA. I was like, oh, this is a cool book. That's so embarrassing. And then I read the book Men Who Hate Women. Who's read that book? That's a good one. That's a really good one. It's all about the men's rights movement and how YouTube and their algorithm is fueling the men's rights movement. And how it'll start with like a semi-innocuous video, like Jordan Peterson. And then it'll like go slightly more, slightly more radical, slightly more woman hating, and then slightly more, and then slightly more. And then soon men are saying women have more rights than men. Your glow up is amazing, but I do hope you continue treatment somewhere. I know, I'll find a therapist. Are you registered Democrat? I am Democrat, you guys. I voted for Harris. I was so confused a couple days ago when people started asking me, who do I vote for? Can you stay Free Palestine? I'm like, Harris and Free Palestine, duh. And then people told me that people were saying that I'm MAGA. I'm like, oh my God, okay. Would you open fan mail if you got a private PO box? I do have a P.O. box. If you want my P.O. box, I'll give it to you. DM me. But please, like, I'm afraid to post it because, like, I'm just getting so much hate and bullying. Slay Queen. Thanks, Michaela. How did you feel about men before this? I like men. A lot of my friends are men. Are you confident that you have given this enough calm time and space? Time takes time. I don't know what that means. Kendra, can we get the sparkles? Electra Cosmetics. Why do you not mention the past life thing in your videos? Because it's not relevant to the actual story. Like the work that I do in spiritual response therapy is not relevant. Did you ever ask him directly where he stood? No, but I stated it in my final monologue. What are your thoughts on Jody Aries? I don't know who that is. How long were your sessions? Anywhere from 30, usually 35. He would usually let it go 5 minutes late when he had a person right after me. And then at the end, it was like 45, 50 minutes because he was blocking off the time after me. Original character, like a character I created. Absolutely, Ram. Yes. Thank you for speaking out about this situation. You're welcome, Kendra Lover. Better picture, Kendra Lover. Thank you so much. How do I feel about the video Emily made? No, I have not watched it. No, I have not watched it because you know what? It's an ouch. It's an ouch for sure. I mean, people have told me about it. But here's the thing about Emily. Okay. She's my only client that I've ever had that I also considered a friend. And she, in human design, because I think that she talked about that. Oh, fuck. Dude, frick. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, to the person. I mean, you're allowed to gift me, but oh, that was messed up. Okay. So this, so Emily, you guys are so freaking funny. So Emily, in human design, her type is a reflector. And reflectors are 1% of the population. Okay. And God told me, hey, watch out, you're going to get a reflector in your life. You better be prepared. You're going to help them. And I was like, a reflector? Like, they're 1% of the population. Like, what are you talking about? And God was like, just be prepared. Because this is the thing, I get like messages from God. And I don't know how it's going to happen or when it's going to come in, but it does. And then sure enough, the next client that I signed was Emily. And Emily, so the thing is that, thank you for keeping me on track. I'm going to tell this Emily story and then I'm going to go. Whatever mod pinned that, thank you for the ADHD time check. Emily, I signed her as my next client and she was a reflector. And what reflectors do is they're here to show us humanity, right? To show us the state of the world. They take what's going on around them and they reflect it back. And because of that, their strategy, every human design type has a strategy and an authority. And because of that, their strategy is to wait 28 days to do anything, right? So she got so swept up in the moment of everyone dogpiling me that she didn't follow what I taught her to do. And she just made an awful video, several awful videos for online clout. And you know, if she wasn't happy with my coaching, that's okay. It's on her to tell me that. So then I can like give her more sessions, check in about what I can do to serve her more. God told you how, like speaking. I listen. Anyone, so in my next book, I teach people how to channel, teach people how to talk to their spirit guides. Anyone can talk to God, you guys. Thank you, Chiara. It was weird. Isn't this illegal if you were her provider? So like, because I'm not a licensed therapist or a licensed doctor, like I'm not bound to HIPAA laws. And she came forward. How do you set your pricing? My one-on-one is at a premium because I don't have a lot of extra energy. All right, you guys. So I said 8:45 because I really had to leave by 9. So this was my time. So I'm 10 minutes over. I will be back tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific. Thank you all so much to my UK friends who subbed and who are here. I'm going to try to go live in the morning again. Bye. I will see you all tonight. And thanks to the mod who pinned that time check. All right, love you guys. Bye.